Well, hello, my cosmic mamas. My name is Shauna, and welcome to In a Cosmic World, Pregnancy Edition. As you can tell by the title, today we'll be talking about weeks 5 through 9 on my personal pregnancy journey. But before we get into it, let me give a few disclaimers. One, I am no doctor or licensed professional when it comes to pregnancy. Two, again, this is my personal experience. And three, we may be talking about things that will be a little to a lot of TMI. Okay? So if that bothers you, this may not be the video for you. If it doesn't bother you, well, thank you for watching and listening. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at one of the two journals that I have for today that I'll be referencing by. So with all that being said, let's get started. So real quick, if you haven't seen Pregnancy Journey weeks 1 through 4, I will link that down below in the description box so you guys can check that out first if you want to, and then come back to this one. There are two things that I missed in the last video. One being that I did experience breast pain at 4 weeks pregnant, and that lasted up until about 8 weeks pregnant. Also, on my very first doctor's appointment, I was prescribed progesterone. Because again, if you haven't watched the last video, I experienced a miscarriage. And so my doctor just wanted to be on the safe side, and he prescribed me the progesterone to sustain the pregnancy. And thus far, I'm still on it, and everything is doing very well. Currently, I'm about a little more than halfway there. It's coming very, very quickly, and I'm so excited and nervous at the same time because, like I said, it'll be my first baby for real. And yeah, so in weeks 5 through 6, I still had the breast pain, like I mentioned, and my appetite picked up tremendously. Till this day, I cannot go without breakfast. If I go without breakfast, your girl is going to be all types of fatigue. I also noticed that I was extremely tired. I could barely keep my eyes open the entire 5 to 9 weeks working my job. And my job became very challenging for me. I work in the pharmaceutical business. Legal, okay? Legally. But anyway, I work in the pharmaceutical business, and even though that's not really hard, but it just felt like everything was too much to handle, which was very unusual for me because I'm a very, very hard worker. It doesn't matter what job I'm working, I am working hard, right? So to be slowed down when you're a hard worker and you're like very vigilant and focused on what you need to do, to be slowed down and barely can keep your eyes open, want to just take a nap all day. And it was worse after lunch. After about 1 o'clock, oh my God, I was useless. I had coworkers and managers asking me what's wrong and am I okay. And also I experienced what is it called, pregnancy brain. Like at one point, I did not know how to do my job, and I felt so embarrassed. And I was talking to my mom about it. I was like, "What am I supposed to do?" She said, "Do the best you can." If I gotta write stuff down, write it down. Just do the best you can. Of course, I was so scared and nervous. Any type of bleeding, if you've ever had a miscarriage, any type of discomfort or bleeding, you kind of get very concerned, very nervous. You have to really stay mentally focused and stay positive and remind yourself. And if you have other people, have them remind you that, this isn't that pregnancy. This time things can be different. you know. So I was worried about miscarrying since the last one ended at 9 weeks. But thankfully, after about 30 minutes or the next time I went to the restroom, there was no more bleeding. There was no pain associated with the bleeding. Luckily, I had a doctor's appointment a few days later. This was my second appointment. I was about to say application. Anyway, it was my second appointment, and I found out I was 7 weeks and 5 days exactly. And my doctor did do another ultrasound, and we seen the little flickering of the heartbeat. Oh my gosh. That was the most precious thing I have ever seen. It was so beautiful. Like it was like when I seen that, it felt like all worries just went away for the moment, you know. We were so happy. Me and my partner were just so happy. I was shocked too because I was nervous before the appointment. And I don't know what it is, but up until when I got into like the double digits in the weeks, I would be so nervous I could not pee. I couldn't go to the restroom, and they need a sample of your urine. And I was just be so nervous, no matter how much water I drank beforehand and didn't go to the bathroom. It was waiting specifically for this moment. I could not pee, so I didn't pee that time or whatever. I was just so nervous. But my partner, he had my back. He said no matter what happens, he was there for me, and he said our baby will be fine. And that was the truth. Our baby was fine. And as the doctor was, looking around, he said, wow, baby's heartbeat is so strong. Congratulations. And we found out that we would be having a June baby. And I asked him about the bleeding, and one of the nurses said it could be due to the plantation. It could be plantation bleeding. So I guess the baby or whatever's going on is trying to make sure that it's, in securely, and that can cause bleeding. And your cervix is really sensitive that early on, so any type of penetration or something can like throw it off. I don't know. That's what they told me. So I'm not a doctor. If you concerned, ask your doctor, midwife, doula, whatever you got. Ask them. Don't ask me. So also at 7 weeks, I ordered a pregnancy journal. This one right here. And I ended up getting it at 8 weeks. So on November 2nd, 2024, that's when I started writing in it. Oh, my bad. I started writing in it. It says I am 8 weeks pregnant as of, November 2nd or whatever. And yeah, we're going to have us a June baby. So from weeks 5 to 7, I had little to no nausea, which was because your girl don't like to throw up. Okay. I noticed that for me, drinking lemon water was a lifesaver. Like anytime I kind of felt like something, I would sip on some lemon water and it would go away. So maybe that will help one of you guys. I don't know. But my first craving was French fries, but it was from a specific place. I never got those fries from that place. So I ended up trying to see what other type of fries that I could eat in the close area. And I wanted mostly like the steak fries. I think they're called steak cut fries. And I wanted a lot of ketchup with it. So it was fries. That's all I wanted. Like every time we went out to eat, I wanted a lot of fries, right? But I had no food aversions, which was perfect for me because I like to eat. And at 8 to 9 weeks, I started having intense cravings for Mexican food. Oh my God. And what was funny is my partner also was craving Mexican food. So we were tearing up the Mexican restaurants. And there's this one restaurant inside of the gas station that my boyfriend, he absolutely loves. Like, he'll go there every time it's his lunchtime at work. I'm like, what are you eating? Oh, Mexican food. I got this. You know? So that craving lasts us for months. For months. Oh my God. So then at the end of 9 weeks, I felt so relieved, you guys. Like I said, after suffering a miscarriage, it's like something that sticks with you for a while, you know? So I guess after this pregnancy, after we reach the finish line, then, you know, probably a whole nother set of fears will come with that. But just getting through it, you know, just trying to get through it. So I just felt so relieved that I surpassed that portion of pregnancy, or 9 weeks of pregnancy, and I started to embrace it a lot more. And it was like me and my boyfriend's little secret, because nobody knew that I was pregnant at this time. We wanted to wait, and we'll get into that more on the next video. I think I'll do weeks 10 through 14. I think that's what we'll do. So yeah, that is all for weeks 5 through 9 of my personal pregnancy journey. If you will, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Like I say every time on each and every one of my videos, I would love to hear your stories. I would love to hear your testimonies. If you have any advice or information, I'm more than happy to read it, you know? Don't be afraid to comment, share what you have to say. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you for listening and watching today. I hope I was able to help someone, or at least entertain you. You know, that's the least I could do. So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.